Hello guys and welcome back to my Thrones of Britannia playthrough series as West Seaxe, or what it is now is the Kingdom of England. As if you haven't checked out the series so far, you start as Wessex basically, and then as you complete objectives in the game, the kingdom will eventually change to the Kingdom of Wessex and then straight to Kingdom of England, which I am at the stage of now. Now, one of the big things since I've done the last recording is that there's been a new, well, not a new update released just yet, but there's been a new beta update called Allegiance. And decrees, and basically, as you can see here, a new update for Thrones of Britannia has been released, which again, it's not been released yet, it's in a beta stage, but I've opted into the beta to try and see what's changed, bringing with it many improvements to the game. However, many of these changes will not apply to existing save game. I'm assuming it's supposed to say existing save games. So for the best experience, we recommend that you start a new campaign to experience all the improvements we've made to the game. And then the new mechanics, allegiances and decrees, buildings, more variety and choice added, and more, including changes to mechanics like heroism, user interface improvements, balance changes, and bug fixes. Now, again, beta, stuff's changing. I'm not sure when the official release of this update is going to actually come into play. But yeah, there's apparently they've removed the war favour, include of something else which is called Burgle, and they've made changes to particular factions, and there's a lot that's gone on. I'll put a link in the description below to the changes in general, because there's been 2 beta updates to this, and I prefer me saying something wrong. I'd rather link that in the description. People can check it out if they're interested in, because some of these updates, people kind of, I know for me sometimes if I'm not paying attention, games just come up with new updates and I'm not even aware of them and I don't know what's changed, and it's kind of cool to see, and I like to see where games have come from to where they are now, but I'm not sure again when this is going to be coming out. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So because I'm obviously in a save game, a few stuff will not change just yet, but there is, as you can see, decrees here, and these are stuff that you can enact for a bit of influence and also some gold, which is kind of cool. I like that idea. And there is cooldowns to them, and they also give different bonuses and positives. So you got 10% faction allegiances, because now what will happen to provinces over time, I'm not sure if this is the case in this one, but I know in another game that I've played with this beta, there's actually provinces have allegiances, and eventually, depending on stuff like, say for instance, we've got this province here, it'll have influence coming from neighbouring provinces. So if you have a lot of provinces bordering yours, you get influence from them, but also any other provinces. So the province of Northumbria up here will basically have kind of a pressure on these provinces and try and make them potentially flip to their side. There's also the mechanic of civil wars and stuff, so it's really kind of cool, and it's something which again I wish I could take full advantage of, but I'd have to start again to actually do that. And again, I think, yeah, look there, province allegiances. So you can see there's a lot of allegiances in this particular province. This one doesn't have it, which is a bit surprising. Not sure why that is. Yeah, it's there. None. Minus 100%. I guess it'll take a turn to update. So it looks like there's some mechanics that will take effect and others that won't. So provinces you can see here will kind of flip backwards and forwards. I can't really show you a main one at the moment. I guess Manchester would be probably kind of the one. We'll have to wait a turn. But it's been a while since I've done a recording of this game. Not because I've not been wanting to, it's just that other things kind of take over precedent. And yeah, we've got governors that we can assign, and I don't know if they've actually done that. We've got a couple of UI changes which have come in, so this is going to be interesting to see how this works out, because this is completely changed. Who's now been less loyal? Who's not loyal? I guess it's one of the regular generals, is it? Let's have a look at estates here. Wow. The estate system's changed. You can see here there's so much which is just completely different, and it's like wrapping your head around a game that's changing partway through, so it's trying to understand, but someone's not happy. So it looks like Cole Wolf is a bit unhappy. It's probably because he's got no provinces whatsoever. So what do these do? So and they each give different bonuses. So someone who's got a noble estate will actually get more bonuses to loyalty than someone with an agricultural state. But it's like, okay, so that makes sense. This is like +1 of each, but you get minus 200 gold. This one's +1 of each, but minus no gold, and this one's +1 influence, +2 loyalty, but minus 100. So it's like you can mix a match. Okay, so what we got then? So we've got a couple of agricultural ones, which give a bit of influence. But we do need to give. Oh, I can't actually give any away though. That's the problem. Can I secure his loyalty? So that may be an idea. Let's have a look at him. I need to look at his card. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I'm going to try and see if I can secure his loyalty a little bit, if possible. Oh, I can't actually do that. 900 gold. And I only have 263. Okay. And as you can see, there is a bit of an issue here with the burgle system. I do think it might update properly when I change, because yeah, there's a lot that's gone off. What were the issue that I had? So we had the Vikings that landed in the north, didn't we? So we've got war target lost. Construction's done. We also did have the Nords. Was they still being a menace on the southern coast here? I can't remember if we wiped them out or not. Let me just have a double check. I do apologise. This is the problem when you don't play a game for a little while. You're trying to see where you're at. I think we actually defeated the Nords. Yeah, we did. Okay. Hold on. No, this one. Yeah, we defeated the Nords because we were at war with them and not anymore. But we had the main Vikings up here, the Norse, that have landed. And they're not at war with me yet, but the issue that I'm going to have with them is that they're going to be kind of taking over these guys, which they are at war with, and I don't want these being defeated as such. Or maybe they might defeat them for me, I don't know, we'll have to see. But we might have to send a couple of fleets up just to land on the territories and take them. But I'm just trying to recuperate my forces back to the northern border now, because, as you can see, I'm quite far away. I had to drag them all the way down south. So let's grab a couple of these. These can actually all update now. Although I don't have the money for it. Yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. Let's just go over a turn. We'll see what happens, and then I'll go from there, because, yeah, this is going to be a bit interesting. Okay, something of a deterrent. We got to make a show of strength, or celebrate your heroism, so we get morale, or we get public order. Well, truly relying among men, this man is living example for others to follow. If only every one of your retainers was so strong, then all of your problems would melt away. Like the setting sun at the end of a long day. Well, I'm going to make a show of strength because I'd rather get rid of a lot of my public order issues, which I do have now. And I prefer to have that one just to help. As you can see, it'll bunk out a lot. Oh, there's actually a new update now. Cool. So this actually pops up in your face, because beforehand you have to actually go into the event messengers. So we've got someone that's got heroic, which is schooled, so which is +1 command and +1 influence. Cool. We've got someone who's exemplar, which means chance of having children is less. We've got someone with piety, Benedict estate desire, so that means someone wants this kind of estate. Faction allegiance. Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Wow. This is going to be fun. Okay, so let's get a research in then and see what we can kind of move towards. We was actually increasing our... This increase of our spearmanry. I was actually wanting to get master spears at one point, wasn't I? And I was actually getting better at cavalry. Recruitment cost. I mean, can I afford to... I could actually afford the expense of getting better spearmen, because this will increase the equipment cost, but I can get better spearmen. And how's my civics doing? This one's faction allegiance and manageable and penetrable to all other factions. What's this one do? Enemy supplies and manageable and penetrable towards... Oh no. Bonus, okay. So this one, plus 3 to enemy supplies, but also gives a bonus if it means in our territories, I guess. Apparently supplies have been rejigged as well. Keep with all units, but also increase food production, which we've got plenty of food, to be honest, so we don't need to worry about that. Just having a look, see what I can kind of change. This is reinforcement range, this is raiding range, this is sacking income. So a lot of these don't really seem to be helpful just at the moment. I mean, it would be cool to get arenas, and then hopefully go towards getting reinforcement range, which means my units can reinforce from a longer range. Yeah, we'll do that one. And again, I've still got a problem with this guy who's been very not loyal at all. His influence is quite high, and I could try and assassinate him. Is he a general? I don't think he is. Could seek him a wife. Maybe that might help. So let's try that. Governments and husband. Yeah, take a hand. That's cool. And let's try and see if we can increase his... Because who is he? He's my grandson, by the looks of it. This is Alfred. This is my son. And he's my grandson. So he's very unhappy because he hasn't got any states. But we could secure his loyalty, which will cost me some influence. So we can torture, which would royally offended, which it doesn't really... I wish it would tell us what the traits would be. Or we could go bribe with words, which would give us less influence, which will knock us down by 1, but I think we're fine. But it will also give us 2 loyalty. So we'll do that. And now that puts us into a good position for the time being of having... Yeah, there we go. I didn't have to really pay much money as well for that. So, I need to increase my army. What's these? So it's going to... I think this is because I've got a... Wow, how much is it going to have to retrain these guys? 900. I've only got 900 left. What will this do? Upgrade. Guess it gives it more armor? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was in the process of upgrading a lot of units, wasn't I? Let's move these guys up to here. We'll keep these on like the border areas just so I can kind of upgrade the units. Because I think that's what I needed to spend some time doing, is upgrading my units a lot more. Because I feel a lot of them are... Yeah, not really upgraded enough. The armor, I mean, this army is brilliant, so it could probably go quite a long distance, this army. I mean, the movement range is decent as well. Wow, look at that. So this army is actually full upgraded, which is nice, so I don't have to worry about that one. This one could do with moving over here. Now, is that all my armies? Yeah, okay. Because the idea is I want to deal with the Vikings, because once that's the final thing of this, I think, campaign, once you defeat the Norse, you win the game overall. But it's just waiting for kind of that to kick into gear. I can actually upgrade these quite cheaply, which is nice. I guess because they're already leveled up a little bit. So how many armies have I got? I got 5. Okay. So these are my armies, all bunched up together in one massive area. I should really spread them out. I could afford to get another army, but I think for the time being, I'd rather not do that. And yeah, the allegiance thing. Is it updated now? No, so for this one, it's a bit weird. It's not showing. Guess it's going to take a while to get allegiance. Same thing for this one. But yeah, it's kind of a way to get people to flip over. So I guess because I'm playing in a game which didn't have it originally, it's taking time to adjust itself. I do have buildings that I need to kind of pull over and upgrade, and there's so much. This is the issue when you're trying to deal with a big empire, is just micromanaging everything going. Oh, schemers. Declare your authority or pay for his silence. This man has been whispering rumours behind your back, riling up the people. You probably shouldn't stand for it now, lest it become much bigger. I'm going to declare my authority. You know, I am the King of England. I've done so much to get from where we was to where we are now. I can't have my subordinates undermining me like that. Okay, so we just need to upgrade this one. This is now a full upgraded army. And now I can actually move it up north. Okay, you get moving. I think this one's the same as well. So let's do that. We'll move up this way. Let's see what else we can upgrade. There's another one here we can do. Upgrade again. So this one's in a good position. So we'll move this way. Lucky enough, the upgrades don't cost too much, which is useful because, yeah, there's something you don't want sometimes. I'm going to move King Alfred up this way. And we might be able to upgrade most of this army without much of a problem, which is good. And then I'm going to send this army up this way. Okay. Nice. So we're in a good position. We've got 854 left. Let's get rid of you. Yeah, got little traits gained. Factions, which we've got quite a lot, which we can see. Cool. We're in a good position. We're okay. We're decent. I just wish that I wouldn't have to travel so far north to deal with the Vikings. But I guess that's just the way it has to be sometimes. What we got here? So someone, do I want to give my blessing? +1 to factional allegiance, local province, +1 to loyalty for the husband. Yeah, that's a decent marriage. Yeah, go on. Give blessing. The usurper. Ooh, so someone's trying to usurp. This man has been planning to overthrow your rule, aiming no lower than the crown upon your head. There are a number of options open to you, but doing nothing is not one of them. Okay, so we have to actually take a choice. But the thing is, I can't see who... This is Eorthwald. Now, I don't know, is he my son? Obviously, show no mercy means you kill them. So that means you execute them. This means you just lower their influence, but it's better to talk. So we'll do that for now, because I need to actually see who this guy is. Who is Airfall? Is he actually a head of an army? He's not. So he must be someone else. Let's have a look here. Airfall, where are you? Is he on this side? Governors. Okay, let's have a look at governors. He must be a governor then. Oh, we got 2. Well, that's not helpful. Is it this guy? Hold on, hold on. I need to double check where he was. No, it's not what we want. Oh, usurper. So it's Ethelwald. Oh, we can actually change it midway through. Oh no, we've already selected that one. I guess, can we change it? No. Okay, so Ethelwald. So A-T-H-E-L, old. So let's see if we can find him. I mean, this is the problem when you have so much going on. You're trying to find someone with maybe similar names. It must be this guy. Age 50. He's a governor. He's not a commander of an army. I think. No, there's 2 of the same name. How am I supposed to know the difference between these 2 when they're exactly the same person? So we've got someone at 57 with the same name as someone who's 50. And I don't know which person it is that's been kind of treacherous. But I guess it's because he's got influence 10. He's only got influence 4. Political actions. Oh, so it must be him then. Yeah, it must be this guy. Because he's got low loyalty. Yeah. I'm going to try and see if we secure his loyalty. Isn't straightforward, but in this case, the word from the king was all that's needed. Okay, so that's good. So I don't think we've got anyone really quite low. I mean, there's Idmar, who's in East Seaxe down here. It's a bit low loyalty. It's fine for now. Someone else, Asselwald, is completely really mad. He's got no loyalty at all. I wonder why that is. Oh, it tells you. That's cool. So there's icons. So he's a family member. Why are you unhappy? Age 16. It's probably because he's got no titles. I'm going to guess that's why. No estates. Because he's come of age and he's got no estates. Yeah, that's why. And I can't give him no estates because, well, yeah, it's in a bit of a predicament. So I'm just going to see if I can just secure his loyalty for now. Pay a bribe, which gains a stubborn. I'm going to bribe with words. And he's still unhappy with me. So I'm going to lower his influence. And then gold matters more. Okay. So he's still really unhappy with me, but at least lowers his influence a lot less than mine. So where is he? Is it 8 now? I could actually kill him. 1 or 2. See if we can marry him off. -1 command. Yeah, take her hand. There we go. So we'll just have to deal with whatever comes that way. We're still moving armies north because they are so far away. I guess I want to go towards the coast and then try and see if we can jump in on a war with them. Rudeness and arrogance are not all qualities anyone wants to see in a future monarch. If things continue down this path, then steps may have to be taken to secure succession. Usurper. The heir is the heir. God has lifted this decision from your shoulders. Your heir has a divine right to rule once you have passed. Or I can make him disappear. Oh, again, this is one of the ones I want to be able to make decisions by understanding what's going off. So who's like next in line for the throne? I don't really want to. Such a thing is a simple a matter of priorities. What's more difficult, finding an heir or calming an entire kingdom? Okay. A person angered by the dismissal influence is plotting against your rule. Eventually something will have to be done. Yeah, probably have to kill him. Okay, so we have a usurper allegiance faction-wide. So this is, again, the allegiance system coming into effect, which we can't really see here on this province. Maybe if we go down here, we might be able to see a bit more detail. You will get, it'll come up here on the little, all the lines of, it'll increase in value after a while. Yeah, so let's have a look at diplomacy a little bit here. So who's at war with the Norse? Is it just a couple of factions? I guess it is. It's the Orkneys and the Sudrera. I understand why, because of the amount of units coming in. So we might have to go north and deal with them. Sail from northern Wales all the way up and land maybe on these islands. Or maybe if I can get open borders, I can walk all the way through. But the problem is it's a lot of territory to cover. And the supply issue, which is another one. Anyway, let's continue with this. Let's get the civic up. So we want the replenishment reinforcement range. And then again, loyalty is an issue. Because he's, again, still not happy with me. May have to kill him. Where is he? So he is my grandson. And this is the problem when you have a big family. I say my son, my daughter, my other son. Ah, okay, so he's trying to take my... well, I mean, he's already is the heir, so why would he try and kill me? And then I've got another son here, which is Ethelwald. 51. He's 45. Oh, so these are all like fighting over each other. And these are my daughters in other relationships. God, I had a big family. How am I doing at the moment? Well, my influence is great, so I can actually keep doing the whole secure his loyalty kind of sense. Can we just get in there? There we go. And then I want to... Well, his loyalty is quite decent. And so is his. Let's find you a wife. Ambitious. No, turn it down. Don't want someone ambitious in my family. It's like trying to pick your best... And this is the thing with trees. Trees become so complicated after a while. You're trying to find the best person to go down and be your heir. So you want the best person with the best traits. So like all these you have to go through. Like he's observant. He's a baker. Wow, look at all these. Stuck up apparently. This is something you've got to keep on right from the beginning, which is always a bit more fun. Right, so decisions. What shall I do? Shall I go forward and set sail and hopefully go and find these guys in the northern of northern Scotland? Or shall I wait and just hope that they kind of come down and take a lot of settlements off them and then deal with them afterwards? Because it looks like the North are doing really well here. They've taken quite substantial, basically the northern tip of Scotland, in all fairness. Yeah, vengeful. Oswald. So he's going to be the usurper. Political, 1 level. At some stage you're wrong. You rotten this man. Now he's working against you. Might have to kill him. Because the thing is, I could send all my 5 armies up and see how that works. But it would leave my settlements a bit unprotected. The idea would be to set sail. Because I think they've actually changed supplies a little bit. They're not as negative when you're in their territory anymore. But again, it depends how many turns it'll take for me to get there all the way to Scotland, because that's 5 turns. Is it purple? Yeah. And that's not even reaching the bottom of where I need to be. It's a bit awkward. We'll just set up bases. So we'll set up there. And we'll just have to see where we can go. I was hoping the Norse would just come down from the north and, I could deal with them that way, but it's not the case. Okay, so we got a bit of dosh to spend. So what could we spend it on? We just need to improve settlements, don't we? Just to help out a little bit here. So we can improve the mining settlements a little bit, but I'm not going to. We can cruise this settlement. Although we can actually get a better tool shop, which will increase, gets rid of some food, but we get some more income, so I'll do that. That's actually taking up all my income. Oh well.